What's going on? It's a brother Jay, and I'm back again with another thought day, man. And the thought day is called Double Standards. It's crazy how motherfuckers and stuff like that are changing English languages. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? For one avenue over here, you got a certain amount of ladies saying, we don't want to be approached. Don't approach us and shit. Then you got another amount of ladies over here saying, well, you can approach us, you know what I'm saying? But, it depends on, who you are and your style of approach. Nigga, bro, double standards. Look. If women approach men today, you know what I'm saying? And he's single. He don't have no wife or no fiance or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But he's single. The success rate will go up drastically if women approach men, because men usually don't turn down shit but they collar. You know, the difference is they want to mix double standards and be like, well, I want to feel like I'm in a princess movie and you came up to me and swept me off my feet and made me feel romantic and stuff like this, that, and that. Yeah, they want that fucking Disney fairy tale fucking ending. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, if you're a critic and you're saying, I'm getting tired of being approached by peasants. You know what I'm saying? I want to be approached like I'm in Pretty Woman and I'm a fucking hooker and shit like that. And Richard Gere popped up in his fucking Lamborghini and shit like that, swept me off my feet. Never. You know, just because you want that, you know what I'm saying, does not mean that's the end results you're going to get. See, the bad part about people they don't understand is, see, when you think like this or have this mentality, when you run across a man that has, you know what I'm saying, means, you know what I'm saying, financial security and all like that, 9 times out of 10, that man will not choose you. If he did, you just best believe you just a fun toy. He's not gonna put a ring on that finger, bruh, because there's something wrong with you. You don't have no fucking, you know what I'm saying, real feminine ways of how you act. You know what I'm saying? You have no gentleness in how you talk. You know what I'm saying? If he asks you anything about your history, you tell him about the piece of shit other men and the shit you had to do. And you know what I'm saying? You had to call your dad to beat this dude's ass or some shit like that. So what man wants to sign up for that? You know what I'm saying? Because if she's warning you that this is what she did with another man, imagine what she's going to do with you. Or, you know what I'm saying, if they fucking try and play like the fucking, what's that broad that's in jail forever, you know what I'm saying, Sheila Davalu or whatever her fucking name is, you're saying the broad that stabbed her husband and shit because she had a fucking lover on the side and she wanted to get rid of his ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To get with the lover and shit. Man, bruh, if you meet a woman on circumstances like she has a husband, but she wants to give you, you know what I'm saying, some loving and stuff like that, that's okay. But don't think that's going to be like some real serious future shit. That's only a moment of time that you and her can do y'all thing, but it's going to last but so long. It has no future. So the double standards is women want men to approach, but they want the man that they're attracted to approach. How in the fuck you supposed to know that? I mean, if I'm walking down the street right now, right, and I see a lovely lady and shit, how in the fucking fuck am I supposed to see through the Jedi Force that this woman is not attracted to me? So if I walk up to her, hey, lovely lady, how you doing and shit? What? Get away from me. I'm not attracted to you, you creep. How the fuck do I warrant that kind of behavior when I don't have mind reading capabilities? How am I supposed to know that you're not attracted to me? How am I supposed to know that? Especially if I'm walking up to you in a very polite, manneristic way. You know what I'm saying? And you have the nerve to be like with your friend or on the phone and shit like that and be like, hey, get away, motherfucker, get away. See, I'm an impolite motherfucker when it comes to shit like that. Look, if I approach you in a genteel way, you know, what I'm saying, and you're saying, hey, thank you for the fucking, compliment and courtesy, but I'm not interested. I got a husband or fiance or whatever. Have a good night. You know what I'm saying? I respect that and walk the fuck away. But when you sit here saying like, I don't want to talk to you and shit, what? I'll get the clown. I'll get the bagging on your ass. I will get the bagging. That means whatever attribute I was willing to ignore, it becomes blown up in my mind. Like, for example, you know what I'm saying? Your fucking skirt is wrinkled and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got no pantyhose on with skinny ass bird legs and shit. I'm clowning, bro. I'm clowning you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just walk away with that disc right there and I just supposed to leave that right there on the table. Don't say nothing. I'm clowning you. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that got me was, the ego of some ladies is fucking astounding. I mean, I actually literally heard a lady saying, I was sitting at the mall and I was waiting for my girlfriend who was in line getting food, and I happened to look over and these two dudes were staring at me. So I got up and said, hey, what you looking at? You're staring at me. I feel uncomfortable. Now, how the fuck and she's assuming this dude's a predator. You know what I'm saying? How you know that these motherfuckers ain't look at you because look at her weird colored hair? You know what I'm saying? How come her fucking, mismatched shoes don't match with the outfit she's wearing? And especially if you have a little money on you, you're going to definitely be a critique like a motherfucker. Like, nigga, hold up. She's wearing Prada shoes with some bullshit Jordache jeans. That don't match, nigga. You know? So you're like, oh, that's one of those phony bras that try to pretend like they got money because they got good shoes on, but wearing a shitty ass outfit. But she can talk shit like, well, the shoes, motherfucker. The shoes, nigga. You know? So these double standards are going to be kicking these ladies in the ass, man. You know what I'm saying? In these years to come, man. They going to have to fucking learn the hard way. It's not going to sink in yet. But something tells me in the next 4 years, it will start to sink in. You will see this whole thing start to do a reverse turn. Because it's too many lonely bitches. You know what I'm saying? And they want to sit here and use an example on stars that are together. Bruh, there's a lot of lonely ass stars that don't have no one. Stacey Dash and shit like that. Married 4 white dudes. She's by herself like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The fucking so-called Dr. Bryant bitch. She's lonely as a fuck. She ain't with nobody that's claiming her and putting a ring on it. She's lonely as a fuck too. You know what I'm saying? All these fucking talk show hosts are saying on these fucking podcasts and all like that, they lonely as a fuck, bruh. Melissa Ford, other people, they're lonely. But they making excuses. Oh, I feel good, you know what I'm saying, being by myself because, you know what I'm saying, bruh, you've been by yourself since you was a grown fucking woman. You know what I'm saying? You chose to have somebody in your life, you know what I'm saying, because you didn't want to be alone. Now you know that you're older now, you're insufferable. Only a few motherfuckers will tolerate fucking with you. Then you want to play the double standard role, which is when you're the older lady saying that, oh, I don't like these men because they picking young brides and stuff like that. But when an older woman picks a younger man, she's not a fucking predator. You know what I'm saying? These double standards are start kicking these ladies in the ass. Because even though she's fucking with a younger man, that's no guarantee this motherfucker will marry her, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the incentive against marriage is strong as a motherfucker these days, because no one's incentivized to get married because it's a lost program for men. You know what I'm saying? If the marriage don't work, you know what I'm saying? She's going to take, you know what I'm saying, alimony, child support, divide up half the house and all the procedures in the house, stuff like that, cars, you know what I'm saying, 401k plan and shit. She's in your shit. Nigga, I tell people right now, and this is the conclusion I want to make on this double standard, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you want to entertain the value of getting married, do it with a spiritual way, which means that I went to the store, I bought you a ring, you know what I'm saying? And we get married out in the middle of the woods, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And praise to the sun god or whatever the fuck that we into and stuff like that, and make our marriage vow to our spiritual being and stuff like that. But in the court, nigga, or in the fucking church and stuff like that, or in the fucking, go downtown and, what I'm saying, what I'm saying, that get married down there, you know what I'm saying? No. No. And it's like, well, you need to protect yourself. Shit, that's what the dude's supposed to be doing, protecting himself. So I'm just gonna get out of here on that note, man. These double standards, you know what I'm saying, are really start kicking women in the ass because they want their way, but they don't want to give for what they want. And I'm out of here. Deuces.